your foldable, and under your multiplication flap is where you need to write these rules. The multiplication and division of integers is really the easy part. On those, remember, if you have like signs, write this on your flap up there. Like signs, your answer is going to be positive. Unlike signs, your answer is going to be negative. Okay, and here's the examples you need to write down. For example, 6 times 4, just like you've been doing since 3rd grade when you learn your multiplication facts, is 24. Both signs are positive. Okay, like signs. Negative 6 times a negative 4, like signs, is also a positive 24. That's probably the hardest for people to understand. Okay, how about a negative 6 times a positive 4? Unlike signs, so my answer is a negative 24. Or a positive 6 times a negative 4. Again, I have unlike signs, so my answer is negative. So just remember, like when you're multiplying, like signs are positive, unlike signs are negative. All right, let's do some examples. All right, what does it mean when that 8 is written right next to those parentheses? It means to multiply, so that's just like 8 times negative 9. Like or unlike signs? Unlike signs, so my answer is going to be a negative 72. Okay, just remembering those two rules is easy. Negative 4 times negative 16, like or unlike signs? Like signs, so all you got to do is multiply 16 times 4. If you can't do it in your head, do it over here on the side. You get 64, like signs, so my answer is a positive 64. All right, negative 9 times 11. Again, I have unlike signs, so I know my answer is going to be negative, and then 9 times 11 is 99. Okay, as easy as it looks, isn't it? All right, negative 9 times negative 6. Like signs, so my answer is going to be a positive 54. Okay, like signs, my answer is positive. All right, now you do this problem and then come back and check it. All right, negative 4 times 12. All right, unlike signs, so I know my answer is going to be negative. Excuse me, and 4 times 12 is 48, so my answer is a negative 48. Okay, try this one. 6 times negative 2. Pause the video and then check your answer. All right, what's 6 times 2? 12, and my answer is going to be negative because I have unlike signs, so my answer is B, negative 12. Okay? All right, here's another one. Negative 3 times negative 8. Well, 3 times 8 is 24. I have like signs. They're both negative, so my answer is going to be a positive 24. All right, negative 8 times negative 9. Again, I'm multiplying. 8 times 9 is 72 with like signs. So my answer is going to be a positive 72. You getting it? We just got to keep practicing. All right, here we go. A ski lift descends the side of a mountain at the rate of 450 feet per minute. What is the lift's change in altitude after 7 minutes? Well, for every minute, it's going down 450. So in 7 minutes, how much did it change? Well, first thing you got to look at is what? It's descending 450 feet. So that's really a what? A negative 450. All right, and then I can multiply that by 7. So 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 5 is 35. Carry my 3. 7 times 8, or excuse me, 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 3 is 31. And then I had a positive times a negative. I have unlike signs, so it went what? Its change in altitude was a negative 3,150 feet. Don't forget to label those answers. If you don't label it, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so again, you just got, these are just real world applications, practical ways that you could use multiplying integers. All right, look at this one. An elevator is descending at the rate of 5 feet per second. What is the change in altitude after 6 seconds? Again, it's descending, so it's going down. That's going to be a negative 5 feet per second, and it's doing it for 6 seconds, so times 6 is going to equal to a negative 30 feet. Choice A. Okay? All right. Multiplying more than two integers. What if I had 7 times negative 11 times 4? All right. It's the same thing. You can change the order around because you know multiplication is commutative if you wanted to. You don't have to. I could rewrite this as 7 times 4 times negative 11 and work it that way. Or you can work it like it's written. I'm going to work it like it's written just to show you, but again, it doesn't really matter because multiplication is commutative. What's 7 times a negative 11? Well, that's going to be a negative 77, and then I've got to multiply that by 4. So negative 77 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28, carry my 2. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 2 is 30, so I have a negative 308. Okay? Again, if you came over here and worked it this way, it's the exact same thing. You change pen colors just so you can see. 7 times 4 is 28, and then 28 times negative 11. Well, come over here and work that out. 28 times 11. Again, I get, and that's a negative 11, so that's going to be a negative 308 because it doesn't matter because multiplication is commutative. So just take it a step at a time when you're working a problem like that. Okay, look at this one. You do this problem, pause the video, do it, and then come back and check your work. All right, negative 3 times 8 times 5. Well, what's negative 3 times 8? That's a negative 24. And then I have 24 times 5. That's going to be 20. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12. So that's a negative 24, so that's going to make that a negative 120. Choice A, a negative 120. Okay, same thing, no different. All right, what about simplifying an expression? All right, I have 8a times a negative 5b. Now, do I have to worry about like terms when I'm multiplying? No, you don't. I can just multiply these together even though they have different variables. I can rewrite this if you wanted to as 8 times 5, negative 5, times a times b. Because why? Multiplication is commutative and I can change the order. So then what's 8 times negative 5? That's going to be a negative 40 times a times b, or you could just say negative 40 ab. Okay, that's just simplifying that expression. All right, here's another one. What would this one be? Well, what's negative 6 times 2? Negative 12. And then I have my c, so negative 12c, or choice B. Okay, it's really that simple. All right, evaluating an algebraic expression. Let's just put the numbers in. Negative 3xy, if x is equal to negative 4 and y is equal to 9. That's just negative 3 times negative 4 times 9. Now it's a problem just like we did a while ago. What's negative 3 times negative 4? That's a positive 12. What's 12 times 9? Well, I can come over here and work that. 12 times 9. 2 times 9 is 18. Carry my 1. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. That's going to be a positive, because those are like signs, a positive 108. Okay? Pretty easy. Just remember, like signs are positive, unlike signs are negative when you're multiplying and dividing, by the way, but we'll work on dividing tomorrow. All right, have a great night. See you in the morning.